Welcome everyone to Weekend Escapades. Today we are bringing you back to Pioche, Nevada with some areas we have not seen or did not include in the last video. And this here is a miner's cabin and bunkhouse right here on the location where they milled all of the ore that came down this, I guess we would call it the aerial mining ore cars that we've seen here. I'll show you some video of that as well. But this is an amazing location. We'll give you a couple of close-ups of these buildings, as we are not supposed to trespass, but these are suspiciously close to where we are standing. We hope you enjoy this video. Be sure to like and subscribe, and turn on that notification bell to bring you more videos just like this.
Pioche, with all its shootouts, robberies, and murders back in the day, it was known as the most lawless town in the West. Now it is known for its aerial tramway that brings all of its silver ore down the mountains to the Pioche Consolidated Mill, and that is the mill that you see here and the buildings that surround it. Now it is known that it was one of the most vital parts of the transportation and production of hauling the gold and silver rich ore from all the mines to the mill that we're standing at right now. Let's take a look inside this old building. Today, the aerial tramway you see in Pioche is the only one still standing in the entire state of Nevada, and it is definitely worth taking a look at. This old miner's cabin you see is directly behind the Overland Hotel, and we're going to take a look inside the Overland as well. But this old miner's cabin is absolutely amazing with all the heavy stonework and this one door that heads on in. Of course, it is bolted shut.
You can see this old building here. I'll get to the front and see what it is, but all boarded up because they don't want people in it. And I think this one was the theater. We'll take a look up front. You can see the old building still here. We'll show you the front. That one over there, you can see there's a little bell tower in it as well. And I think that was one of the churches there that are just out front. You can see how old that building is. We'll see if we can get a little closer. I was mistaken. After closer review, this was established in 1864 and is the original firehouse here in Pioche, Nevada. Take a look at that and the old bell that's up here. This is an amazing old building right here. Oh, and there's a crack right there. We can look inside the building by shoving the camera right inside. Hopefully you can take a look. What's going on in there? This is the front of that building as we're walking down the alley and looking. This is the gem for sure, the theater. And it looks like they've improved the marquee from last time we were here. That'd be some amazing old neon. I'd love to see that lit up. That says up there that it's the Opera House. Back off the curb carefully here. Thompson's Opera House, right there. And this is definitely in better shape than it was last time we were here. In the old theater. There's the alley we came out of. And here's the front of this one. I'll ask somebody here what this used to be. I cannot read. There's some lettering that was on the front. You can see, well, I'd love to go in there and see what's inside.
Now this is headed up the street in front of the Overland Hotel, the haunted hotel of Pioche. And we're going to go inside here and take a look and see if anything has changed.
And what old western town wouldn't be complete without a Masonic lodge. And that one there looks like one of Nevada's oldest, 1873 to 1973 Masonic lodge. So Pioche, Nevada, but also not only is it an old active ghost town, but how often do you see a phone booth? Here it is right here, checking it out. No dial tone.
Now, when we come to Pioche, we always have to go to the natural, I guess, place to start would be the Lincoln County Museum. This is where you can get the lay of the land and chat with one of the volunteers at the museum, and you'll get a tremendous amount of information, and you'll find all of these things that lived in the area that people owned. There's a tremendous amount of mining and a lot of minerals here to take a look at, old wagons, and just a lot of information to see. And then they have these dioramas of what inside a house used to look like, and really fun to see and a lot of information. Stop by for sure. Then when you walk downtown, you'll see there's a tremendous amount of buildings. A lot of these are under renovation and they're starting new businesses. Nice to see that Pioche is coming back with a lot of these businesses. And I think that now that everything's back open, people are starting to stop by Pioche a lot more.
Now this is headed back up the street. You can see the Gem in the background and Thompson Opera House. But right here, got the old Ford authorized sales and service for the city garage and the old wooden doors on the front. So we're gonna take a quick look inside here and see if the inside looks as dated as the outside. Awesome little place. Gunslingers.
Okay, so we're in Pioche, Nevada at Gunslinger Sandwich Shop. This building was originally built in 1897. It was the blacksmith area for the Wells Fargo stagecoaches. Any parts that were broken off of the stagecoaches would be brought over here after the stagecoach was parked in the garage and the horses were taken to the livery.
Ashley gave us a little bit of an update. She works here at the location. And that was some great history about this building. And the walls are all tin, and it looks like it's been insulated a little bit, but this is an amazing old location, and we appreciate all of the information. And hello, Ashley. This is the old Pioche Elementary School, and it looks like it is well taken care of. The windows are all intact. You can see the old wood vents and things up above. I'm sure that has some pigeons in there.
The Pioche Grade School was opened in 1909. The mission-style architecture is unique and contributes to the Pioche heritage. At first, this had 4 main rooms with 4 teachers teaching 2 classes per room. And as luck would have it, we met the owners and they let us take a tour. Now just take a look at the thick walls in this building of this schoolhouse. And also, this area here was a classroom and also a faculty area for the, of course, the people that worked in the school. Now, this next room, I was told, was the art room. Now, the couple that lives here and owns this building, the gentleman went to school here for 2 years. And this school is absolutely amazing. You can see the old wood floors, and look at the renovation that they had to go through. Nice to see that somebody still has what it takes to restore these old buildings. We'd love to see that. Now, one of the things is you can see the stairway going up here. We did not go up this one, but we go up the next stairway. Take a look at this. I can just imagine back in the day, kids and faculty running up and down these stairs. And also, there's a cord that hangs down. We'll show you here where they used to ring the bell to get people back into class when school started. And this is the old locker room, the boys' locker room right there. Still has the shower, and there's a room that actually has the towel racks, the original towel racks where they kept them. And you'll see a drinking fountain right there in the middle of the floor. as you come in the door. Now, those are glass doors that they added to the school, but they have the originals, and they're going to put those back on. I can't wait to see that. And just look at the hallway and the old rooms and radiator heaters. They say there's a radiator heater that's going to be available in each room, so each one of the rooms has one of those. They just got to put it all back together, and it's going to be a lot of work, but well worth it, I am sure. Ultimately, they were talking about having this turned into a bed and breakfast, a place where people can come and stay and enjoy this old schoolhouse. And I sure hope that happens. I look forward to coming back and seeing this location again and talking to them and finding out how this renovation's going. And there's that old cable that used to ring the bell to call the kids back to class. As we continued forward on down one of the hallways, this is the entrance to the principal's office. And as we walk through here, there's actually a window right there that was open, and you could look into the gymnasium. And this was a later addition, but look at the size of this gymnasium, full basketball court, and there's a stage for doing plays. I'd like to say thank you once again for giving us a tour of this amazing old Pioche grade school.
Okay, so as we're walking up here, I hope we're in an okay area. It says a little bit of danger. But we heard that there's a mine here that's called the Volcano Mine. So we're walking on up this road to take a look, see if we can get a little closer. We could be trespassing, but I didn't see a sign, so we'll play that card if it comes to it. That's where we're headed. Right up there. Well, after quite a little walk uphill at a brisk pace, now I am out of breath. But take a look at that. You can see the ore chutes there coming out. The large pulley lift system they had. And these giant timbers. And a couple of foundations around where they had the equipment. There's, of course, a giant hole in the ground. Right here. The old water system. Holding tank. Look in here. Has to be an old pump and pulley system. Wow, look at the foundation there. Probably got another pulley system like the one that was next to us on it. What this is really rattling in the wind, tin. Let's go on over here and take a look in this building. An old stack of some kind. This looks like it was a collection area of some sort. Pretty heavy metal. Really all rusted out, even the bottom's rusted out. You can see where it broke away there, but it was a big metal tank.
If you'd like to see more about Pioche, be sure you click on this video on the left, Pioche, Nevada, Deadliest Ghost Town. We sure enjoyed this tour of Pioche, Nevada, and we hope you did too. And until our next adventure, goodbye from Weekend Escapades.